sort of inspiration to build a whole new world that is part the New York that you know from the 60s and something you've never seen before.
Today, we're diving into Fantastic Four: First Steps, set to be released on July 25th, 2025. Marking the beginning of the end of the multiverse saga in the MCU, the Fantastic Four reboot kicks off the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Phase 6. With all we know so far, it's clear this movie will play a pivotal role in shaping Marvel's future. Fantastic Four: First Steps is directed by Matt Shakman, known for WandaVision. As confirmed by Marvel Studios, it will be a period movie with a retro-futuristic 1960s aesthetic, which was hinted at in the first image of the new Fantastic Four released last Valentine's Day. Four of the very first Marvel superheroes, the Fantastic Four's debut happened in 1961's Fantastic Four #1. We can expect the movie to be mostly or entirely set in New York in an alternative 1960s, adapting an early version of the team from the comics we haven't yet seen in movies. The choice carries on the MCU's recent trend of exploring alternative dimensions, seen in WandaVision, Captain Marvel, Loki, and Werewolf by Night. The reboot will exist within its own reality until the following movies of Phase 6 further develop this iteration of the Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four will serve as their introduction. From there, the characters will then cross over to the Russo brothers' Avengers movies dimension. Notably, this film will not be an origin story like previous live-action adaptations of the team. Instead, they will be already established heroes and encounter one of their first comics enemies, Galatis, the planet-eating giant entity first seen in Fantastic Four #48 in 1966. One of the biggest recent reveals surrounding First Steps is the casting of Ralph Ineson as Galactus and Julia Garner as the female Silver Surfer, a version of the character embodied by Shia LaBeouf. First appearing in 1968's Silver Surfer #1 as a lover to Norrin Radd, the original Silver Surfer. She's the Empress of Zenla, the Silver Surfer's home planet that is spared by Galactus in exchange for his servitude. The character becomes a version of the Silver Surfer in an alternative reality in 2000's Earth X #12, which fuels speculation about this movie being set in an X type of reality. The film will not only feature Galactus, it will also introduce Dr. Doom, who has long been intertwined with the Fantastic Four in the comics. Since the announcement of Robert Downey Jr.'s casting, fans are pointing to Marvel's What If storyline from 2010, where Tony Stark and Victor Von Doom switch bodies. Fans are looking for the possible ways for Robert Downey Jr.'s role in this movie to be directly related to Iron Man in some capacity. The addition of Dr. Doom to Fantastic Four: First Steps ties in perfectly with the reveal of Dr. Doom as the main antagonist in Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, the 2026 and 2027 movies that are bringing the Russo brothers back to Marvel. The Fantastic Four will likely be at the forefront of the upcoming Avengers movies to conclude a conflict with Dr. Doom that begins in Fantastic Four: First Steps. The presence of Galactus, Doom, and Shia LaBeouf made fans think of the Fantastic Four storyline from 1975. The Silver Surfer rises up against Galactus and is trapped on planet Earth as punishment. Mephisto sees this as an opportunity to defeat the Surfer, making Shia LaBeouf believe the illusion she's a human named Helena, and makes her Dr. Doom's fake wife. Although it's unlikely that this particular story is the main source material, Marvel often picks and mixes elements from existing comics to come up with a fresh plot that can serve as inspiration for something new. In terms of tone, we can expect one of the more lighthearted entries in the MCU, in contrast with the Deadpool and Wolverine film and what the upcoming Secret Wars might be. Herbie, the flying car, and time travel will surely help give it a fun sci-fi adventure atmosphere. And while the movie is set in its own universe that is seemingly detached from any existing MCU narrative, it will introduce significant elements and characters that will influence future films. This could mean the movie will include the Fantastic Four discovering and interacting with alternative realities, or the multiverse element might only come with a single Dr. Doom scene in the post-credits. Either way, the information shared during the San Diego Comic-Con this year clarified the multiverse will definitely be on Reed Richards' mind. It's the 1960s. We don't need to know anything about the MCU. The decade is a synonym with optimism. Seems like we can be optimistic about Fantastic Four: First Steps. Stay tuned as we continue to unravel the mysteries surrounding the upcoming movie and how this iconic team will shape the future of the MCU. What are your predictions for Fantastic Four: First Steps? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching CBR.